I'm actually so nervous. I don't know why.
No, don't be nervous. Here we go. Yay! Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're doing a special little session with Sam and Marble and her bestest buddy ever, Seven. Because we didn't get some of the storylines closed out the way that we wanted to when she was tagging along with Elysia, and Marble's been with us now for several games, and we want to make sure that we give her and Sam their proper due, because who doesn't love a Tabaxi druid that sets things on fire? I mean, you've actually been pretty calm about that.
I have, and it's been tempting to just like go to a random house and set on fire, but she has some
Impulse control.
has some sense of little bit,
Just a little bit.
little
Sam had given me some ideas on what Marble might want to do before Marble and Seven head off on the road. So I will ask you, Sam, as the player, what do you want to tackle? We'll say that you wake up after several days in Joren at the Stronghold. Seven has been... You now are proficient with a bow, which is really cool, because Seven gave you those skills.
Nice, yeah.
Yes, you are now proficient. You can use a long bow and a short bow. He will help you with crossbow skills later, but he does not have one handy. It's a whole other weapon. And it comes to you in the morning and says, I mean, what do you think? Is today the day?
I think, maybe we shouldn't put it off much longer. Because, I don't know, we're probably going to leave it not, way too long. But, yeah.
I mean,
they should know.
Said your goodbyes, and that party we had last night was fun.
Oh, that was really fun.
I like it.
It's so fun seeing, doing pranks on them, and then, seeing them, when they catch on to the prank, and, it's so fun. Okay. So, my plan was to cast Dream, and I think, I should maybe talk to, what's his name? Tread Softly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But should we say that we're coming back for a little bit, or should we just take off on our own and then visit at some point? Or what do you think is the plan?
He sits down on the bed with you and kind of stares at his hands for a second. He says, well, I hate to put it this way, but I don't think they need us.
Nah. I mean, they're well equipped. There's a lot of handy people there. We're not sorely needed.
Right.
We're not the only druid and ranger. They have a lot more. So
yeah, we're not the only fighters.
No.
They've got people better equipped, and I think Tread's always kind of known that the two of us might strike out on our own. It's not like we don't know where home is.
No, and I think if he would want us to never leave, he wouldn't let us leave.
She.
Because he
She's the older.
Yes.
Tread is the older tortoiseshell. Yeah, I just want to make sure because it's.
Oh yes,
it's been a while.
Yeah, I read the. Yeah, it's been a hot second.
I
know. Because none of them were hesitant about us joining them and helping them out and knowing we might be gone for a while.
Right.
So I don't think they will be I don't think she will be shocked or offended, maybe. I'm not sure, but I think it's
she
funny.
won't be offended. And you're right, I don't think she's going to be surprised either. I think it's... Honestly, between you and me, I think it's long overdue.
Yep. Agreed. I
So,
mean, we haven't really talked about it, but we kind of have talked about it
yeah,
since we were
it's been
like
a while.
little kids.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, but we were always running outside the boundaries of the clan grove anyways, and they'd have to drag us back by our ears, so.
Yeah. We did a lot of fun stuff.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, yeah, if you want to talk to her, do you want me to stay with you?
I mean, maybe because I will be sitting on the ground, just zoning out for a bit. Um, maybe that's best. If we can just go sit in like the backyard training area, maybe.
Okay, yeah. And it is,
Yeah.
as the DM, it is early enough that the sun is barely up, so you have a decent chance of catching Tread while she's still sleeping.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab Seven, and
Okay.
we're gonna walk back to like the training area.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna find a nice spot and sit down and close my eyes and focus on casting the dream spell on Tread
Okay.
softly.
The it's cool. You guys are well into the autumn season. Grass is a little dewy, so there's a bit of a cold wind that brushes across your fur. Doesn't deter you. You've lived through way worse. Um, and Seven just puts his cloak around you, ties it, nice little knot. You can feel him do that, and you focus down on the spell. Have you cast this spell before?
No.
Okay. It's the epitome of an out of body sensation. You feel your vision be thrust out of your physical form, and almost like you could push your way up into the sky, into the clouds, and then just as you start to think about Tread, that vision plummets back down, and you get pushed into this. And you've heard Alicia explain what it looks like, but it's a pure white space, and you have complete power over that space to shape it and do what you will with it.
I'm gonna kind of make it look like the camp, but like none of like the tents or like the huts or anything, and just make like a small campfire and some blankets with like some seat areas, and I'm gonna sit down by the campfire and wait.
Okay. There's no sense of time here. The crackle of the fire, the distant hoot of an owl, all lull you into this trance like state. And all of a sudden, out of the darkness, just past the ring of light from the fire, you do see Tread walk toward you. Big.
I'm gonna wave at her.
Okay. Um, you notice a couple of things. I mean, she looks like she always does. She's smiling. Her whiskers are twitching, tail twitching slowly behind her. But as she walks, with every footfall, she leaves a trail of flower petals. And they're bright oranges and pinks. And she just holds her hand out to you and she says, I have a better place for us.
I take her hand and I stand up.
She starts to lead you back into the darkness, and all you hear her say, you don't lose track of her form. She's right beside you. She has a hold of your hand, but you do lose sight of her almost. And at one point, as you're walking, she just says, "It's very nice to see you, my dear." And she moves you
It
into
feels
this
like it's
space.
oh, it feels like it's been a long time.
And in some senses, it has, and it's not. She walks over to this
I
wall.
mean, it hasn't been that long.
Oh, it's true. But when anyone ever leaves the grove and the clan, we do feel it like a loss. And I know you're all right. Seven's been keeping track.
Yeah, we both have. but I hope it's not too big of a loss.
For me, it's like watching beloved children grow up and go off on their own. It's a change. It's a transformation. There's a little bit of a loss, but it's the way things are. She sits down on this wall between these two arches, and there's birds up in the trees that are singing, and they're melodies that you've never heard before, but you kind of instantly feel relaxed as you sit there with her.
How have things gone back home? I know that you were safe. I've done some scrying, but what happened after we left?
I know you heard about the earthquake. Seven informs me that that was tied to this thing to do with something that was under. I'll be honest, I'm not even entirely sure, and he was vague in some spots. It was a measured response, I get that. Part of the ground around the grove collapsed, so we've been working with the other clans to build that land back up. Few injuries, a couple of broken arms from falls, but the grove, blessed is the Wild Mother, we were protected.
That's good. And everyone got back safe? Because there was a portal thing and not everyone got through it, and we never really heard back from them and stuff. But I assume they got back.
We eventually found them. They were disoriented. A couple of them had some minor infections. Everyone is all right. We got very lucky. The earthquake actually hit some of the Centaur clans, and they lost a few of their members, so we were extremely fortunate.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I hope the Centaurs are okay, though, but I'm glad nothing worse happened.
It'll be fine.
But you should have seen us, though. It was a really great battle.
I am far too old for any fighting, so I'll trust that it was. You watch her, she's pulled out of her pockets, and she does this often. She's kind of the craftsman of the tribe. She knits shawls and cloaks, and right now she's knitting what looks like a little shirt of some kind, like the very beginning of it. She's knitting this out of some bright green yarn. She dyes herself. So I suppose the question is then, are you coming home?
Not right now. We talked a bit about it, and we figured we don't feel ready to go back quite yet. And we have some own adventures to go on, I think. And just explore, I know, what the rest of the world has to offer, because we haven't really seen a lot of it, but we really want to see more.
That's fair. I traveled the world quite a bit before I made my home with the clan. And even then, the itch was there, so I would occasionally take off on my own. This was a very long time ago. Long before you were born or Seven ever existed in my life. But I traveled by myself, and that is the one thing that I regret, that I didn't take a dear friend with me, and you have that. You're very lucky.
I am very lucky.
You are. And I am very lucky to have the both of you.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm glad. I'm glad you understand and don't, because I was a bit afraid you would like want us to come back or like try to talk me out of it. But I think I think we made up our mind quite a while ago, but we didn't really talk about it because it's not easy leaving home.
It's not. And you know us. Home is wherever we find a grove. If for some reason we have to move, we will let you know.
Mm.
And you can always stop by and gather supplies if you need to. I would never pressure you into staying. We've had several members leave over the course of many decades. Some of them don't come back at all. Other ones, they find their adventure. They see fascinating, exciting, interesting things. And then they get a little older and they come back. Where your path leads you is yours. Just keep Seven close to you and you'll be fine.
He's always very close.
So. Oh, I should give you this. And she hands you this little glass marble.
What's this?
Well, if you ever need a break or just a moment for yourself, you can always come here. And when you look in the little marble, you actually see a pure replica of the space you're in.
Wow. Did you make this?
I did.
Wow. Is it like a different dimension? Or is it an illusion?
It's a little bit of both. A very, very long time ago, when I was out traveling, I met another tabaxi who taught me how to do this. And it took a lot of effort and a lot of work. And I have gotten so much joy out of this space that I want you to have it.
Was her name Dust by any chance?
I never actually knew her name. It was
because I met a tabaxi. She was really nice.
all by herself. No clan, no...
She was in the city.
A follower of the Moonweaver, perhaps?
Yup. She was building a temple.
It may very well be the same one, then. Big yellow eyes, pointed ears, and she describes dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she can see into the future. It's really cool.
I've taken that journey with her a few times. She didn't call herself that at the time, though.
Oh?
No, she just told me her name was Mira.
Oh.
Which was an unusual tabaxi name. I misspoke earlier.
Yeah.
I knew the name, it never registered to me as a tabaxi name. I thought perhaps she'd been raised by humans or...
I think she was raised in a clan, but I think she left a while ago. But I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we got to talk a little bit, but probably gonna talk a bit more with her before I, end my adventures. If I ever do. I don't know. But at the very least, we're gonna check back and, come visit. Because we're not just leaving you guys, but we need some time to run off and find some swamp cows and...
She looks very confused when you say that. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that form of wildlife.
They're very rare.
Ah.
Hmm.
Well,
Mm.
I've seen stranger things in this world, so if you find one, let me know. I would be very curious to
I
see
will
one.
let you know. Maybe I can bring two of them back, and then you guys can, start repopulating the swamp cows, because I think they weren't rare before, but they've been like hunted down maybe because they're so cool.
I'm wondering, what is the value of a swamp cow? Is it a cow? Or, I mean, would it be
I
valued for
think,
milk?
you know what I think? I think it makes like mushroomy milk. So, like kind of like, mm, probably very good for soups,
Umami milk. Oh my
I
god.
think. Kind of like a brothy milk.
Why is everything about milk? What is. What is going on? I'm trying to have this
I don't
serious
know.
conversation. I'm broken. It's. What?
But
I love
'cause,
peanut milk. Mommy milk. Oh. Ah. 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 Yeah. Okay.
and
Focus.
and also, there's this one thing I discovered with, because there's just okay, so Hazel, because me and Hazel we invented this really cool thing because we crushed some nuts and then we blended them with milk and made something called lumpy nut milk, because they didn't have chocolate milk or hot cocoa or anything, so we made some lumpy nut milk. And I think before I come back, I should like open up like a cafe or like a shop or something, and the only thing we serve is lumpy nut milk. And maybe I can also make lumpy nut milk from the milk from the swamp cow, because then we have two different versions of the drink. It's really good.
Is it? Is it? All this information flies past her real fast. She just kind of. My only question. I have so many questions, but the only one that sticks out to me
Mhm.
right now is this something that can be bottled?
Probably.
I would experiment with that because you might have something to sell to people who are traveling, and maybe rations and those kinds of things are scarce. Scarce.
Yeah, because nuts. Yeah, because nuts are very nutritious, and
Right.
milk is too.
Right.
So, oh, that's a really good idea.
I
Now it's
mean-
mine. Thank you.
Of course. If you manage to find a way to bottle that, let me know and we can see if it holds
we
up
can
in the
send you
grove.
some. Yeah, we can send you some.
That would be great. She's still knitting,
Mhm.
and as you're watching her knit, it's starting to form. It looks like a tiny shirt.
Cause I watch her knit, but I
Okay.
keep talking. Cause I accidentally came across like this big chest of gold, so I could probably
Oh my.
just send like a whole army of people to protect the lumpy nut milk,
And the
so it
swamp
gets there
cows.
safely. And the swamp cows, they can be safely escorted.
Right?
And also, I've gotten so much more powerful. That's why I can do this now. This thing. Because you're dreaming. You're asleep.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can do that on people.
That is truly magnificent. That is
It's so fun.
power that even few of us in the clan ever can reach out and use. So hold that close to you because that is very special.
You know what would be really fun?
Mm.
Or like helpful? Because if someone were able in the clan to do this spell, if when some of the kids have like nightmares or something, you can cast this on them and make them have a really nice dream.
I can do this. And we've done it in the past. This kind of magic isn't used by many, and so, like with so many other things, if people don't understand it, they can fear it a little.
Yeah, because it can be used to do some gnarly stuff.
Right.
But I hope I only have to do it to talk to people, because that's very nice. Because then I can also see you.
Exactly. And I can do this, and she just pulls you into this big furry hug.
I hug her back.
Aww.
Who's the tiny little jumper knit thing, sweater for?
We have a new addition coming to the clan. It has been a little bit.
Has been a little bit.
You do realize it's not me. I'm far past my motherhood stage.
Oh, it's not me either, so we're all good.
And it's not my news to give, but you may want to talk to... And she just makes a motion with her hand, indicating someone of a smaller height.
I assumed. When we heard about the earthquake, I wanted to make sure the clan was safe. And since I spent most time with Renata, I figured I should scry on her. Maybe she would be most comfortable being spied on without knowing. And she was cuddling.
That has been a long process for them.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know if you remember when you would have been 8 or 9 years old when Stalks joined the clan, how much they actually hated each other for a while. Their personalities are so very different.
They're very different. I didn't think they would ever,
She just kind of chuckles when you're doing that. Yes. But when I decide to retire from my role, I trust that the clan is in good hands with the two of them. And then I can just play at being grandma and be the old tabaxi crone in the corner who tells stories of sprites and spirits to spook the children.
Well, you do that very well. So
I do. I'm looking
maybe I
forward
will
to
come
it.
back one day and be the creepy little thing in the corner talking about like things and swamp cows.
And telling tales of your adventures.
Mm-hmm. I actually killed a god.
She just frees at that a little bit.
It was pretty cool. He was not good, though.
Well, that was my first question. I assumed you had good judgment on that, but at the same time, that's...
He wasn't he tried to basically, ruin everything. So I think we did good.
I wonder. I think I need to talk to the Wild Mother again.
Yeah.
If I find
Does
out
she talk back?
anything... She does. Only to the keepers of the clan. If, as far as I know, if I find out anything, I'll let you know. I'm glad you told me. Now I'm going to worry incessantly. But I'm glad you didn't hide that.
I'm fine. This was a while ago, so if I were to spontaneously combust, it would have happened by now. So I think we're safe.
Fair enough. Oh, Marble. You have a wild, beautiful, tempestuous world to go see. I am so very proud of you.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Just do me one favor. If you see Mira again, or Dust, I guess, as she's now calling herself.
I think she's called like Dust on the pathway or something. On the pavement road, on the something like that.
That's more
Dust.
of a Tabaxi
Something.
name, if not a little awkward to say.
It's something like
Dust
that. Like
on the
Dust
trail?
on the pathway. No.
No?
I think it's pathway.
Pathway? Huh. Well, if you see her again, just let her know that I'm around. She was a good friend to me for a while. Don't make that face at me.
Okay, sorry.
You can assume what you want. I don't kiss and tell.
Oh, so you did kiss.
Your face is gonna stick like that if you keep doing that.
No, that's just what you tell kids to scare them.
No. it's
I
a
have
Tabaxi
learned a
trait.
little bit since I... Is it?
It is.
Oh, no. Oh, I should stop doing that.
You should probably stop doing that. Her mouth is twitching. She's trying real hard not to smile at you. But her tail is giving her away. And she just kind of cuffs you upside the head real gently. And she says, go on.
Okay.
Or stay, if you want.
It's really cozy here.
It is.
It is very cozy.
Just make sure you share it with
Do you
Seven.
like my circlet? Do you like my circlet?
It's very pretty. Where did you get that?
I got it. I reached my hand into like a bookshelf. Like someone said in my head, like, this is for you, Marble. Here you go. And I grabbed this thing out of an empty bookshelf.
Stranger Things.
So I have a feeling it's for me. So I'm wearing it.
I think that's a good idea.
And I had a monkey stab my ear and put like a jewelry in it. So I matched 7.
I was going to ask. I was hoping you didn't do that yourself. So,
No, it was a monkey, so I'm all good.
like a monkey or a monkey?
Yeah, a monkey. Like a cute little thing.
Oh,
He also
okay.
tattooed my back.
Oh, this is what happens when we let our grown children go outside the grove. They go and get tattooed and pierced, and they come back telling
Yeah.
stories about killing gods.
I know, it's so typical.
I know. Shame on you. But she's grinning
I
the
know.
entire time. You are now the cautionary tale I'll tell the other kids to scare them.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to
If you do that, you end up like Marble. No. Not good. Not good. But if you do that, you will end up with an awesome tattoo that moves.
There you go. Well, she looks around one more time. I think it's time for me to try my hand at that old art again. Maybe I should make myself a beach. A beach sounds nice.
Beaches are nice. There's very little to set on fire, though.
Well,
But-
true, but not all of us have your proclivities, so...
That is also true. But in my personal opinion, it's best with stuff to set on fire. You know, it's a safety precaution. If I need to run away, I just set something on fire and I run off. So
Sounds like a
people
plan.
get very, because if I set something on fire in the middle of the woods, people want to stop the fire, or else, like, the whole forest will burn down. So,
Maybe don't go setting a bunch of trees on fire. That might make the Wild Mother angry.
yeah, I try not to.
Very good.
I usually grab some leaves off.
There you go.
Hmm. But I should probably go, because I've
Well,
just had a nap talking to you, so,
right.
and I'll try to catch Renata later.
Okay. You know where we are. And you know how to find me if you need anything.
Hmm.
Just promise me something.
Can you also...
Mm.
Oh, what?
No, it's okay.
Can you also enter this area while I'm here?
No. It's yours now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Like I said, I think I deserve a beach.
Hmm.
Somewhere warm.
I think you'll suit it. Hmm.
Just promise me.
Hmm.
Don't ever get separated from Seven.
Nope. Not ever.
Glued to your side.
Hmm.
He puts on
I
a
should
good
get, like-
front.
I should get, like, an infinitely strong rope and just, like, attach us by, like, our ankles.
That might make traveling difficult.
Well, we're very, like, we've learned to, like, walk, like, with each other, so maybe, like, we mastered, like, the three-legged, maneuver,
That-
Maybe not.
That might get you some looks on the roads.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, no, we're not gonna leave each other.
Stay close. Keep him close, I should say. He puts on a good front, but he's not... He scares more easily than he lets on.
He's very he's helpless without me.
This is true.
Hmm.
He's a very good shot,
He's a good shot.
but he does need
That
his
he is.
marble.
He does need his marble. He actually taught me how to shoot.
Oh, good. That will come in handy.
Oh yeah.
That's something that we have been teaching all of the warriors of the clan, actually, to be proficient with close and ranged weapons. It's sometimes ranged is best, so I'm glad he's doing that. Good.
Hmm. Maybe I should teach him to do some magic.
He has a little bit of his own, but you might be able to help him grow that skill.
I'll try.
All right. Well, she stands up, she puts the knitting away, and she gives you one more hug.
Hug her back.
You know where to find me.
Hmm. And you can probably contact me some way or another if you need us.
I can. Maybe the next time I do that, I'll have my beach ready.
Oh, nice. Yes.
She
I'm looking forward to it.
gives one more look around. Take care, my dear. And she
You
starts
too.
to walk off, her footsteps leaving flowers as she goes, and she fades out.
I stopped the spell? Cancelled. I opened my eyes. I
Do the things to negate the spell.
I do the thing and then I open my eyes.
You open your eyes, and Seven is staring in awe at you because you are holding this. It was much smaller when Treads handed it to you, and you're holding basically like a palm-sized dark marble, and you can see the pink and green of the garden inside of it.
I have a little piece of home.
Yeah, that just appeared.
Yeah, she gave it to me.
So you get to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. But
I
that
didn't just sit here for like half an hour or something doing nothing.
You've been sitting here for 2 hours.
Oh, well, I didn't sit here for 2 hours doing nothing either. That would be very pointless.
We've actually, like, had people... Alicia walked by and made sure you were okay. We've poked you a few times.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can't notice that because
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's you know the Cookie Mansion?
Yeah?
It's prettier. And not quite a Cookie Mansion, but it's
Okay.
kind of like a home where we can go on a little vacation and sit there and listen to the birds. And there's like trees and flowers and a pond and stuff. And we
Oh.
can just enjoy it.
Well, that's... Gosh. I didn't know she could do that.
I had no idea. She's
Oh.
gonna make a beach.
Oh, that sounds even better. Gosh. Wait,
No.
what? A beach?
Come on.
Sun?
No.
Ocean?
Yeah. No, but forest though.
My name is Seven Storms that rage the ocean.
Oh, that's true.
I'm just saying.
That is true.
Well, maybe we
But
can
also forest.
go to your orb forest garden place sometime.
It's so pretty.
Cool.
I think she gave it to us so we could feel a bit at home. We get homesick.
That sounds about right.
Also, she didn't quite say, but she also did tell me, she was knitting a very small sweater.
For
Very
like a
small.
dog?
No. No.
Do we have pets in the clan now? I'm very confused.
What else is small and needs a sweater?
Oh!
Yeah.
Who's got a baby? Shut up.
Yeah. Apparently, they've had a thing since we were like kids.
Who? Yeah, you know, I get that one, but
Yeah.
I mean, she can't just have a baby on her own unless can halflings do that?
Have a baby?
On their own. I'm very confused. So
No,
again.
no. What?
Wait.
Okay.
Are you wait, are we
thought
sure?
I thought for a moment I had to give you the talk, and I was a bit concerned.
No.
No.
I just don't know, like, who's the daddy?
Stocks. It's the daddy.
He just, like, goes blank.
That's gonna be a weird kid.
What? Whoa. Wait, what?
Do you think it'll be like a halfling with fur?
Oh my god.
I know. I saw them cuddling.
Or a tiny tabaxi?
Oh.
Like a halfling-sized tabaxi?
Oh, that's actually really cute.
But, like, with her eyes? Oh my god.
Oh, she has the prettiest eyes, though.
Wait, how does that work? I mean, there are half-orcs, so... Okay.
Oh, that's
What?
true. That's why they're called half-orcs.
Don't know what the other half can be. Or half-elves?
Oh.
Right?
Halfling. So it's a
Wait,
tabaxiling.
so would the baby then be a quarterling? Is that a thing?
I have no... What is a halfling? Are they halfling?
Is
What
the
a
doctor
link?
still
I've
here?
never heard of a link.
Can we ask the doctor?
We should go ask the doctor.
We need to go ask the
Yeah.
doctor. Let's go find the doctor. He stands up and is like, his fur's sticking up and he's all excited. We need to go
Yeah.
find the doctor. And actually, you watch
I grab
Neuraxis walk by.
I grab his.
Where's the doctor?
I grab his fur and I just like yank him to find him somewhere. I don't know.
He swings you up on his shoulders. We're going to go find the doctor. And what proceeds is a yakety sax version of the two of you running around the stronghold trying to find Johan, who is not in the stronghold. And
No.
yeah, so imagine a montage of you running to every single person you find. Where's the doctor? We have questions about halfling babies. And people just having various reactions. Volker going, wait, now I have questions about halfling babies. Eggs following the two of you and Volker. Wait a second, what's going on now? What, halfling babies? Yeah, they're little because they're halflings.
So, but you know halflings.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know half orcs?
Yeah?
A half orc is, orc and something else, and then it's a half orc, right?
Sure, usually human, but it can vary, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a halfling. What is ling?
Oh, shit.
Because, there's halfling. Yeah. And then also, if a halfling has a baby
right?
with a tabaxi,
That
would
what
be the
cutest
cutest baby.
It'd be a tiny tabaxi.
either it's a halfling with fur, or it's like a very small tabaxi
It's a
with
tiny
like the proportions of
It's a 2.5
can't be
foot
sure,
to
though.
3 foot tall tabaxi. Gotta be. I refuse
What
to
if-
accept the other proposal.
What if it's just like a tabaxi-sized halfling? No, because that's just a human.
That's just a human.
Or-
yeah. But what if, their hair, then, is the color of a tabaxi? What if it's, your color? Or, Seven's color, but it has, spots and shit in it, right? Humans don't have that.
Right.
Or what if it's, a human with a tail?
Hmm.
No, that's a tiefling.
That is a tiefling.
Wait, what are we doing? Who are we asking these very important questions to?
The doctor man.
Oh, yeah, he's not here. He's out at some of the other farms.
Oh, we've been looking for him,
Let's just wait, and he'll come back.
a while. Oh.
Or, we can... I don't know. Do we need to ask another grown-up? I have no idea. You're all adults, which is making this really fucking funny. This is not how I pictured this going.
There is a tabaxi here. We could ask her, because she's a tabaxi, so maybe she knows? But could it? Maybe it also varies who is, the mama and who's the papa? What passes on to what? Does that make a difference?
Probably. That makes sense. I don't look anything like my dad. I look like my mom. But when I was little, I looked like my dad, so, you know.
We all have fur, so we kind of all look like each other. So I don't really have a comment on that. But we could go ask Dust on the Pavement and ask
Dust
her.
on the... Dust.
Side road. Dust on the side road.
Alley.
That's her name.
Cobblestones. It's cobblestones, right?
Dust on the cobblestones?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm just saying. So, wait, hold on a second. I have a very important question. And she looks very seriously at you and Seven. Have you ever shaved a tabaxi? Sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a very poor decision on my part.
It was halfway out when you did that. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't reel it back in. She says, because then, do you just look like those weird wrinkle cats? Or do you look more human? Or do you look like a shaved tabaxi? Because,
No,
I'm super curious now.
I never tried.
What if you get your fur burned off or something?
You know, that I have tried.
So just like
But not
your
all
whiskers
of
and
it.
stuff?
You know, or like my hands.
Okay, so what did it, I mean, like,
Yeah.
what do you look like underneath? Aren't you curious?
Would you like to know?
No offense. You're
I
not
mean,
really my
kind of
type.
just looks like, kind of. What do you mean not your type?
I mean,
I'm
you're cute and
cute as
everything,
hell.
but yeah, I know you're really cute, but I like small people. Like me.
No, I do too.
Well,
So that's
because
fair.
then, check this
Um,
out. This is what has to happen. Excuse me, pardon me, and she leaps up on you, wraps her legs around
Ugh.
your waist, and goes, this is awkward as fuck.
Yeah, it kind of is,
So-
especially since you said I'm not your type. So I'm
Oh,
not sure what you're
God.
doing.
Scrambles up on your shoulders. Now, see, you just told me that a
Uh-huh.
halfling and a tabaxi made a baby. Now, can you imagine how fucking awkward that would be? Think about that for a second. She leaps off of you, somersaults backwards. I'm just saying, we're spry as fuck, but damn.
You know, I don't want to imagine,
I do.
but the halfling does make a very cute little spoon.
Oh, ew, how do you know that?
That's it sounds very creepy now that, I
sounds
say that.
super pervy,
But-
man.
But okay, so I'm in a clan
Right?
technically.
Right?
But
okay.
when we left to help the STD party, the STDs, help the STDs
Wait, hold on.
spread their
Wait,
good word.
Wait,
I know. Yeah.
that's what they're called?
Yeah.
What the
It's
fuck,
so good.
man?
I know.
What the fuck?
Ah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Anyways.
like, it's like that's what you get. Like if you have an STD, it like burns sweaty pee and stuff. It's so fun. But okay, so there's an earthquake back at my clan
Oh no.
when I was with them. Yeah, I know. So I
Oh.
thought I needed to check in on them,
Sure,
but I was
yeah.
really far away, so I couldn't just do that. So I have a spell called scrying, right? So I can like scry on someone, like
Okay.
ooh. And so I did that on like the person I know the best in the entire clan, except for Seven. And then she was cuddling a tabaxi.
So
But at least then I figured out they were safe.
So when a half right, and that's really good. I'm assuming you did not tell your halfling friend that you were spying on her while she was in flagrante delicto.
What?
Naked.
I'm not sure. Was she naked?
No. Eggs doesn't know, she
Yeah.
just likes
She
saying these
wasn't-
things.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think to ask
No,
her.
no,
she
they were
wasn't
clothed.
naked.
Ow, that's
Yeah.
disappointing.
No, she wasn't. I know. Kind of was. But for the sake of her privacy,
Okay.
you know. Yeah. But no, she doesn't know because I haven't had a chance to tell her yet.
Maybe you should talk to her.
You know, but that's also kind of awkward because
No. Yeah, I mean,
kind of I want to, but then I don't want to.
well,
Because, you know, like, so, like, if you've been, like, waiting for, like, let's say, like, a lot of years to ask someone out, and then you find out they're pregnant and you've lost your chance, it's kind of awkward to say something about it.
oh no.
Yeah, so I don't
Oh.
know. You know, I don't know.
Well, one,
But I
I'm sorry,
did see
because
her naked.
that's like a major fucking bummer, man. And two,
That's a bummer.
maybe
Yeah.
you'll get to be an auntie. That's fun.
I know, but I'm kind of already also, like, the aunt of, like, all the kids. So
Maybe this one could be like a special kid.
I mean, it will be a special kid, that's for sure.
Yeah, because a
It'll be
halfling and a
weird.
tabaxi, I don't have any fucking clue how that
Yeah.
works.
What if it'll look like a giant naked cat? Like hairless cat.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
I have seen
'Cause
the
I'm
end
also a
of the
bit worried.
universe, and that is what kills us.
Because I'm a bit worried now her kid will actually just be very ugly.
Ugly, and
But
that
I'm also a
is...
bit more worried. But I'm also a bit more worried it will be really cute and I will actually love the kid.
Well, ugly things can be beautiful. And kids are fun.
Kids are fun.
And it's not going to be your kid, so it's not like you get to change diapers or anything. Unless you want to.
No, that's true. I mean, I'm not going to be there, so
Yeah.
I can't
But-
really anyway.
I mean, I'm sad for you that you didn't, get your chance. But at the same time,
But at the same time, I think it would have just been bad if I did, because they've apparently had a thing for a lot of years and everyone knew. Apparently, but I didn't. So,
oh, well, maybe that's the discussion
Well,
you have with
maybe.
her later. Like, hey, I would have liked to have known you didn't trust me, kind of. I don't know. I would have felt that way, but
yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to feel.
Yeah, because I'm a bit. No, because I'm a bit, I wish you would have told me,
Yeah.
at least as a friend.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we were gonna go get drinks at the pub.
Can I go? Do you think they have chocolate milk?
Actually, I know they do.
Because
Because, Alicia doesn't drink, so...
Yeah, I haven't really tried a lot, so I will stick to chocolate milk.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
So the two of you and Eggs and Volcar, you guys wander off. And they ask you about your plans and, where you guys are wanting to go. Seven's wanting to go see Amon. And you're not too far from there right now. So you could get there. He wants to see the docks really badly. And see the boats. You guys have this really nice afternoon. And evening comes around and you're going to set off. Probably in the morning. And did you want to try to contact Renata or do you want to let that go?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Just for a shorty.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit down somewhere with Seven again, and I'm
Okay.
gonna cuddle up since it's cold, and then focus on the spell, and then create the area that Tread showed, the
Okay.
pretty area, the
Yeah.
thing in the ball.
Her
Yeah,
little garden.
the garden. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Seven builds you, basically, he builds the two of you a pillow fort. And you guys are in front of the fire. He's banked the fire, so it's going. He's got a big pot of tea waiting for you when you wake up. And he just kind of pulls you up against him. And he says, all right, go crazy. There you go. You take out the marble, and you focus on that. Marble looks at the marble. And I know, right? It's so cheesy. Can't stand it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's okay.
you have that sensation again of being thrust out of your... Apparently we're being bombed. What the hell? What's going on? There's like airplanes? Oh my god. Your vision's thrust
There's an
out of your
airplane
body.
full of kazoos.
Apparently. That was awful. Sorry, guys. And you land square in the middle of the garden. It's so beautiful here. And so peaceful. And it doesn't take as long as when you contacted Tread. And you see Renata come down the stairs behind you. And she has a visible bump. And she's cradling it as she walks down the stairs. And she sees you and just pell-mell runs at you. And
I
she's...
crouch down and, like, gently pick her up as she, like,
There you
runs
go, with
up.
the baby and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's hugging onto you for everything she's worth. You do know she looks a little pale. She's got some dark circles under her eyes. Doesn't look like she's been sleeping much. But she's grinning. Tread can't keep a secret for her life, I swear.
Yeah, no, I figured. How are you?
Other than the constant vomiting,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Hey,
How
you
are
look
you?
a little pale.
Yeah. He kicks
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, is it a boy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
the seer saw boy.
Have you figured out a name?
Yeah. I hope you like it.
What?
Juniper.
What? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
think
like
it
that.
fits in. We've had some questions about just, exactly what we're gonna wind up with, because it's...
Yeah, I tried. So I thought there was a doctor in town. Apparently there wasn't, but we searched, because we started wondering. But our strongest theory, is that it'll be a halfling-sized tabaxi.
That's pretty much what we've been told. Maybe a little
Yeah.
taller, but definitely not a full size.
Yeah.
And maybe some
Yeah.
more of my features, like the ears, might be a little more, like, back.
Mm-hmm.
And it might have a shorter tail, but yeah. Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Maybe a bit like smaller hands.
Oh god, I
Or what?
hope not. That's awkward. This is awkward. I'm really sorry.
I was hoping you would have told me.
I didn't tell anybody but Tread. But eventually there's no hiding this. So,
No, but about, stocks.
we didn't tell anybody. Other than
No,
Tread.
but I was hoping you would have told me.
No, I'm sorry. I was so insecure in what we had for a really, really long time. And this is really selfish, but I love you so much. You're my best friend. And I kind of wanted to keep those pieces of my life separate so that I could just have something for me. And he and I mean, we're a weird pair. You can just admit that right now.
I don't think so.
Oh. There's been a little judgment. So thank you.
Why?
He's so aggressive, and I'm not,
And?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, people don't realize how he has to be that way to lead the clan's warriors. He's not like that.
And also,
with
it just
me.
doesn't matter.
I know.
Yeah, but it just doesn't matter, because if you like him, that's what matters.
People talk.
All
No
I
one's
want
been
is for you to be
mean,
happy.
but I know. Thank you. So, speaking of happy, and this isn't me totally trying to change the subject because now I feel awkward and bad, but
Sure, yeah.
yep, not at
Uh-huh.
all. Mm-mm.
Mm.
Um,
hmm
So, Tread mentioned that you and Seven might go off and have your own adventures for a little bit.
I think might is the wrong word.
She was trying to not be, you know, she was being
Yeah.
a politician. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go off for a bit and just do something.
Yeah?
Because we want to see the world a bit, and we don't really have much to, come back to. And you have stocks, and the little furry
Don't
something that's
say
coming.
that. You know you're this
No, but
baby's
it's true.
godmother.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, but
She gives you a little perfectly pressed juniper branch on a leather cord.
Thank you.
I'm going to share all the drawings of you that I have with him, and then I'll tell you when he's born. I've got about 4 months. And
Okay.
and then you can kind of estimate, and then if you can come back, just message me and let me know, and I'll bring you guys back.
I can do this thing. I can do that a lot.
Cool.
So that I can do this, and I
Okay,
can check
good.
in on you. Yeah. And then, because this is the thing. So, when I heard about the earthquake,
Mhm.
I got worried. Because
Yeah.
I just had, like, this horrible image of you laying dead in a ditch. So, I did some scrying.
Okay.
And, because that's when I found... and you were doing some cuddling, so that's when I kind of figured out something was,
Oh, yeah. That,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But, it was... Because there's no way to, like, warn you.
I know. There isn't.
So I was just picking someone I thought would be okay with it. So,
No,
I'm sorry for that.
No, don't apologize. That's not your fault. You were concerned. That's not... There's nothing to be worried about, trust me. And no, I don't care.
good.
You scry as much as you
'Cause-
want.
Well, use it sparingly for your privacy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Oh, this is weird. Because I haven't done this thing a lot.
Yeah?
But, do you think I could cast this spell on Juniper?
Now?
Or I can't now because I'm already in it.
I'm
But,
confused. Like, while he's not born yet?
Yeah. What'd you think?
Oh.
Because he's alive. I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
And a benefit to that as well is that he'll probably be very, very quiet when he's sleeping if I do that. So he won't be kicking you.
Oh, that would be nice. This is a kicker. Oh, wow.
Tabaxis are very good at kicking.
It's
So,
true. It's true.
yeah. You
Well,
probably, yeah.
maybe
yeah.
before you do that, just send me a message. That way I can be laying down. I
Mhm.
do that a lot anyways because I get really dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know when you want to try it, and I'll
Mhm.
I'll prop myself up or
That could be
lay
fun.
down somewhere.
Because then also I would see how he looks like.
And you'll tell me, right? You gotta tell me.
I will.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll keep it a secret.
No, don't do
Ooh.
that. Ah, so mean.
No, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I mean, he's not gonna be able to talk, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but it's really cool.
You just hold him. You just hold him.
Aw. I wonder if babies dream. They should, right? I mean,
I don't see why not.
it's true. I mean, he's not fully
Yeah.
developed yet, but the consciousness is there. Right?
Yeah, and as long as they sleep, they're able to dream, and they sleep.
Huh.
I think. I
I
hope
like
they
it.
sleep for your
Well,
sake.
I don't know about that, but all I can tell you is that every time he kicks me, he's definitely not asleep.
Well,
Makes
maybe
his
he's
presence known.
dreaming of running. Oh yeah,
Oh, you mean like dogs when
that's
they
for
kick
sure.
their feet in their sleep?
Yeah. Yeah, cats do that too. So I guess tabaxi do it too.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, yeah, just tell me when you're gonna do that, and I'll make sure I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really glad to see you.
But it's very nice. I've missed you a lot.
I've missed you too.
Did you say something?
Who, me?
Oh no, sorry, it was
Oh.
me because I didn't know if you had said
Oh,
something. You
no,
froze for a second. Yeah,
uh-uh.
no. Um. So yeah, but I'll try to. Can you teleport us back when you are, you know?
I can have Tread do it too.
Okay.
She's on alert. And
So
plus,
we'll be
my
back
mom
then.
is in Western, so she'll probably bring a couple of
Okay.
people back when Juniper's born.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can estimate kind of like 4 months ish from now, somewhere around in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Tread's taking care of me, and Stalks is taking care of me, and the Seers think everything's totally fine. So, and other
That's
than
good.
tired
That's
and
good.
puking all the time, I'm actually okay.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried like eating some good berries or something?
Yeah, they have me on this whole diet thing to make sure I get all of the, right nutrition and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried lumping up milk?
Do I want to know what that is?
It's really good. I'll try to send you a bottle.
Okay. Okay.
I invented it with this girl called Hazel because they didn't have chocolate milk at this pub, but they had some nuts, so we made lumpy nut milk,
Like when you
and it's
get
real good.
coconut milk. Do you know what a coconut is?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of.
Kind of?
It's
Okay.
kind of like that, maybe. Yeah,
Wait, where was this place
yeah,
at that
yeah.
you did this?
Oh, it was. It was like in a different dimension or something. These
Okay.
past few weeks or months, it's been wild.
Well,
So I've done a lot of weird stuff, but it's
wow.
been really fun. Mhm.
Well, and Seven's with you, right?
Mhm. He's sitting somewhere here, and yeah,
Yeah, I know. You he's there, but
yeah. He's sitting somewhere around me
oh,
in the
okay.
real
That
awake world. Yeah.
doesn't surprise me. You two are inseparable. You always have been.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're gonna travel a bit together, but we're gonna come back, especially when you're gonna squeeze out the cutest little thing.
you better. I'll let you know.
Mhm.
And when you do travel, if you ever get to this place called Whitestone, they have a tree there.
Mhm.
It's in the middle of their town square kind of area, and it's a sun tree. So it
Oh,
blooms all year round.
that sounds amazing.
Might be a good thing to go to
I'll
in the
put that on the
winter.
list.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mhm.
You've heard of Whitestone, right? That's the place that the big white dragon tried to attack.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where the guy with the big weapon from the Vox Machina.
Yeah,
It's got a bunch of names.
The floofy guy.
Yeah,
The
that
floofy,
guy. Yeah.
Podrick, I think.
Mm-hmm. That
I
sounds
think his
about
name
right.
is Podrick.
I think you're right. Or it's very close to that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where he's from, and so we've actually heard some stories from some of the Druid clans because they visit the Sun Tree, because it's like the place you go, one of the places you can go in the world to get in touch with the Wild Mother, if you don't want to go all the way to Vasselheim.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
you can get in touch with Wild Mother, and you can get in touch with Pelor, because that's the Sun Trees are a combination of their two powers together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty if you get to go.
I'll put that on the list. I kind of had it on the list just because I thought the name is funny, but I'll put it on the list because Seven wants to go to Amon.
Oh,
No.
Iman is
Yeah?
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend, well, one, don't spend too much money there because it's really easy to do. And two, they
I
have.
have a bit of money though.
Oh, well, then there you go. But they have the best, like, tea shops and clothing stores and just beautiful statues. It's so different than, than the Druid Grove. And the Grove is home, but Iman is such a beautiful city. You'll
Yeah.
like that. It's fun.
I think so. Yeah.
They have Griffin
I
riders.
think we're gonna go there first.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
The next time you see Stalks, ask him about that, because he helped train some of the griffins that the Iman guards are using to patrol the skies after the dragon attacks now.
That's very cool.
It's very cool. Griffins are mean if you piss them off, though. Whew.
They, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those beaks.
I wouldn't want to
oh,
piss one of them off.
No. The beaks will take an
Mhm.
arm off. I mean, in one snap, your arm's just gone.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to lose an arm.
No. No one wants to do it.
I was actually swallowed by a giant toad a couple of weeks ago.
What?
So that was very.
You
yeah,
were not.
It was really nasty. Yeah, I was.
Oh my gosh. I'm
It
so
was,
glad you're
it
okay,
was really
but
cool, but very
that's
gross.
weird.
Yeah, it was really disgusting. Yeah, and then like this dwarven dude tried to help me out, and then we were both stuck. But then I used that thunder wave spell from inside of him, and it that was very interesting. But we got out.
Okay. Were you covered in like guts?
Yeah,
Ooh.
but we had some spells for that, so we just like cleaned it all off.
Ah,
Ugh,
but
it was
still.
weird.
Ugh. Was
Yeah.
it okay?
Yeah.
Was it really weird and warm and squishy in there?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it was kind of, because we were in the stomach, so it's kind of burned a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah. I wasn't doing too well, but we got us out, and then we had some healing and stuff, so we were all good. But
Okay.
it was kind of fun.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Maybe don't go getting swallowed anymore by giant frogs.
I'll try not to, I
Yeah.
think.
Maybe just if you see a giant frog, maybe just go the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I'll consider it.
So I'm really glad you're okay. And I'm really glad Seven's okay. And I love you both. And I'll let you know
I love you too.
when the baby's gonna be here. And as the godmother, you get to pick the middle name. So no pressure or anything. But think about that.
Do I have to? I will think about it.
Yeah, and let me know. But it can't be like Nasty McPants or anything like that.
No, it's gonna be something pretty.
And ow. And you actually watch her kind of clutch for a second. Her belly, she's like, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Ow.
yeah.
Ugh, kid has a
Mm.
foot, man.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then
And
you get someone to help you sleep if you can't sleep,
yeah,
because of kicking and stuff.
yeah, yeah, I have some herbs. I have some stuff. Tread actually
And
makes me a tea.
remember there are, you know, yeah, there. I'm not. I wasn't the only, druid. So
I know. I know. I'll be
there's
okay.
things. There's things you could do.
I know. But
Yeah.
every now and then, I do like to stay up when he kicks. Just because
Yeah.
that's how I know
I
he's
can get
still
that.
there.
Yeah.
It's cheesy. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. This is really pretty. I'm glad that Tread gave you her
Yeah.
garden. It's in good hands. And you know you can't break it.
Stay safe. Break what?
The marble.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
ooh, that's good to know.
It doesn't shatter.
I'm a bit clumsy sometimes. Good.
But yeah, you stay safe too. And yeah, just maybe we'll do this again sometime soon.
I can do this whenever,
Oh,
as long
cool.
as you're asleep.
Cool. I'll tell Stock she said hi.
Do that.
I will do
And tell him he better treat you right, or else I'm gonna go kick his butt
that.
really hard.
I will tell him, but trust me, you don't have to worry about him.
I'm not sure.
No, trust me on that one. He's
Not
building
sure.
me a house.
Not convinced.
He's building me a new hut.
Not sure, but that's very cool.
Okay.
It's very cool, but I'm not convinced.
Okay. Well, next time you see him, you just give him the stink eye all you want.
It needs my approval.
Okay. I accept that.
Mhm. Good,
Okay.
because you don't have a choice, quite frankly. So
She just grabs you up.
I,
Ugh.
I hug her very gently.
You actually do feel the baby like poof, kick.
Oh, oh my. Oh.
I wasn't kidding.
Oh, right. No, you really weren't kidding.
No, he's got a foot.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Like I said.
I hope he has two.
Oh boy. Don't stress me out anymore.
No,
okay.
he's fine.
He is
He's
fine.
fine. He's
All right.
fine. Yeah.
I love you. Be safe.
Be safe. I love you too.
Okay.
I love you lots.
Bye.
Bye. And I do the thing.
Seven's already pouring you a cup of tea, and he just pushes it into your hands. He says, "So how is she?"
Thank you. She is circular in the middle.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's a boy.
Aww.
Yeah. And he's gonna be called Juniper.
That's a good name. Wow.
Yeah. But the good thing is, or the fun thing is, the godmother gets to pick a middle name.
He just starts laughing. You
So
think?
I gotta think of something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think that's an honor? That's a lot of pressure.
Oh, it is. I'm
Uh-huh.
really nervous. I'm sweating all over.
Yeah, I can tell because your fur's sticking to me.
Yeah.
Get your sweaty body off me.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah. Ugh.
I was
Alright.
thinking.
No, don't say it out loud.
Okay.
If you want to run stuff by me, that's totally fine. But maybe just let it sit for the night. Let your brain do the work.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
But it's gonna be cool.
Well, yeah, you're picking it, so of course it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will try my best to not pick fire. Because Juniper fire, that actually
That's
sounds
actually
really
pretty
cool.
badass. It's like, oh man. Okay, well, maybe you've set the bar.
Okay, that's on the list.
It's on
That's
the
on the list.
Okay.
So I'll think of something. I'll try to see if I can find something that beats it.
Juniper.
That beats juniper fire.
Okay. Make the list.
Because that's a very cool name.
We can talk about it as we go. And you know that we're... I mean, are you nervous at all to set off on the road tomorrow?
Not really.
Okay. Well, and he hands you a rucksack, and he says, well, the party actually gave us some gold and some potions and a couple vials of poison, and some rations and that kind of thing, so they've provisioned us really well. And, you know, we
should be good.
We should be good, and we can always come back here.
Yeah!
Because they've told us that as much, and they already threw us a party, and did all of that,
Yeah.
and we'll say bye to them in the morning, and we'll head off.
And if we run out of gold, we can always find a way to earn some.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
We have, you know, I think we have some skill we could use. I'm not sure what, but, you know.
We'll make it work. So, where are we going first? You know what?
First?
You know what? Let's
Okay.
not even do that. I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's wait until morning, and we
Mhm.
eat, and we get all our gear together, and we stand out on the road, and we just pick a direction.
I love that.
Let's do that.
But maybe not pick a direction that leads us home immediately.
Well, okay, so not south. Well, south, but not like due south. We're kind of in the middle.
Oh yeah, south is that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Whitestone's
I
nearby.
thought it was that way.
Whitestone's not far.
It is nearby. I want to go to Whitestone.
A couple days. 3.
Ooh. You know, and we could I could polymorph us into some stuff that makes us go faster.
I like it. But maybe not immediately. I want to walk the road with my own feet.
Okay. We're pretty fast.
We're pretty fast. So, go to sleep. I'll do the same thing. Thank you.
Mhm.
And
You're welcome.
You guys curl up together. Morning comes. Do exactly as Seven suggested. You eat, you plan, you talk excitedly about what you're going to see. The party sees you off. We'll play that out in the game, actually, but just to kind of...
Yeah.
This kind of falls in between what happens then, and so...
Yeah.
It's a vignette, we'll say. And you guys make your way out of Joren. You see the glint of something shiny off in the distance, and you look, and dust on the road just waves goodbye to you. And you hear this voice, Marble, that kind of comes to you across the wind. And you just hear her say, "Trust in yourself and your brother, and know what you've done has changed the fate of the world." You cross the bridge, leading out of Joren. Golden fields stand before you. And Seven just looks at you and says, "So, where do we go?"
To Whitestone and beyond.
Let's go see the sun tree.
Huzzah! Yeah!
And you guys take off down the road. And we close a chapter on Marble and Seven. We will see them again, for sure. I promise.
Maybe.
We will.
Maybe.
Endgame,
Unless
bitches!
Marble spontaneously combusts.
Or that. Or they come back and they've grown antlers, they've been to the Feywild, some weird shit's happened.
Taking some very sketchy drugs.
We're the Lords of the Feywild now! You never know. There is a regency gap there. There is a power vacuum. So
Oh, yeah.
thank you guys for joining us. This is airing on Twitch. Thank you for joining us for the premiere. We are back as a group on May 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/small terrible dragonborn, as the party picks back up in the aftermath of defeating Ralashaz and dealing with the Imperialist and rescuing Alicia's parents. We will see where they head off to. Kraghammer would be my guess. Even though the dwarves are a little iffy on that one. So thank you again for joining us on our journeys. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye!